We are currently mapping the planet with a level of precision that makes the unknown feel like a vanishing concept. Between LiDAR, ground-penetrating radar, and satellites that generate topographical maps through miles of vegetation, we have essentially digitized the surface of the Earth. The modern assumption is that if an ancient mystery still exists, it is only because the physical evidence is lost, buried under thousands of years of sediment, or eroded into nothing by the elements. Yet, there are sites where the coordinates are confirmed and the contents are known. Locations where we have mapped every centimeter of the ground and confirmed that a significant part of history is sitting just a few meters below our feet. Why, when we have the tools and the location, do we decide to stay on the surface? The preservation of these sites is no longer a battle against the dirt. Instead, it is a deliberate choice driven by technical limitations, cultural boundaries, and institutional control. We know the location of the tomb of China's first emperor because we've cleared its perimeter. The terracotta army, with its thousands of individualized soldiers, serves as a literal map to the scale of the complex. But while the clay soldiers are a global landmark, the central burial mound where the emperor resides remains a quiet forested hill. Despite having the coordinates for decades, it remains unexcavated. The primary deterrent is the chemistry of decay. When the terracotta warriors were first uncovered, their vibrant, lacquered paint curled and vanished within 15 seconds of hitting the air. Archaeologists are certain that breaching the main chamber would instantly oxidize and destroy ancient silks and documents that have survived for 2,000 years. There is also the matter of the defense systems described in ancient texts, specifically the installation of flowing rivers of liquid mercury, meant to mimic the geography of the entire empire. This 3D soil survey confirms that those ancient descriptions are factually accurate. The spike in mercury levels at the center of the mound suggests that a massive, concentrated amount of the toxic metal is still present, creating a significant environmental hazard if disturbed. Here, the decision to stop is purely scientific. Until preservation technology can guarantee that air won't destroy the artifacts and that the mercury won't poison the excavators, this site will remain a closed system. In the Mongolian steppes, the barrier to discovery isn't chemical. It's a matter of respecting a direct command from the 13th century. Genghis Khan spent the final days of his life ensuring his death would leave no physical mark on the world. To fulfill his request for total secrecy, legends state his funeral procession executed anyone who saw them, and 1,000 horses were driven over the grave to flatten the earth. Modern researchers have used crowdsourced satellite data and drones to scan the Khenti Mountains, identifying structural anomalies that likely indicate a burial complex. However, local residents and the Mongolian government actively prevent any attempt to confirm these findings through digging. To many in the region, the land is sacred, and the search for the tomb is viewed as an intrusion. In this instance, the scientific desire for data is overridden by cultural priority. Honoring the Khan's final wish is considered more important than the historical artifacts he might have taken with him. In Egypt, near the pyramid of Hawara, lies a mystery that was documented by the ancient Greeks, but eventually lost to the desert. They described a labyrinth of 3,000 rooms, an underground complex that allegedly rivaled the Great Pyramids in scale. For centuries, most archaeologists assumed these accounts were a fabrication or a massive exaggeration of a much smaller structure. That changed in 2008 when a research team used ground-penetrating radar to look specifically for a subterranean foundation beneath the Hawara ruins. The radar data revealed an organized grid of thousands of interconnected chambers, a structure that precisely matches the dimensions described in ancient texts. This scan provided the first physical evidence that a building of this magnitude actually exists beneath the sand, preserved and largely intact. Despite this evidence, the Egyptian government immediately halted the project. They suppressed the publication of the radar findings and have since prohibited any physical excavation of the labyrinth. The Hawara labyrinth shows that even when the technology works and the site is found, history can still be erased by institutional control and a refusal to allow the data to be verified. Our relationship with the past is often one of perceived entitlement, the idea that because we can see something through the ground, we have a right to possess it. But the sites in China, Mongolia, and Egypt suggest a different perspective. They show that uncovering history requires navigating a balance between our own curiosity and the physical or cultural consequences of disturbing what has survived. Sometimes, leaving a site undisturbed is a form of progress. It recognizes our current tools might not be best for the job, or that some legacies belong to the people who created them. Having the technology to find everything doesn't necessarily mean we should. By choosing when to step back, we allow certain parts of the past to remain exactly as they were intended to be, untouched and enduring.